why should I give a damn?
I want to talk about this post where this chick had tweeted saying maturing is realizing that you're not surviving on $15 to $17 per hour. And the only reason why I wanted to share this is because I've been noticing a lot of posts like this where it's like $20 an hour ain't nothing, 25. It's really, the number ranges all over the place because one thing about niggas is ain't no money, nothing to us. We're all rich. We all got money. We're all Bill Gates status. No money, no amount of money per. As long as it says, this is what I realized about niggas. As long as it says per hour, it's not enough for us. As long as it say, now if you're telling us,
and that's funny because I don't know a lot of niggas with salary jobs like that.
But
I know a few, but I don't know a lot like that.
I don't know what this utopia I'm seeing online. But if it says per hour next to it, it ain't shit to niggas. Yeah. You could be saying $75 an hour. Oh, that was $75 really ain't no money.
Because you working for the man and
you're working for the man. But my question is,
selling pink sauce that's getting niggas sick. You ain't no entrepreneur.
Exactly. And I will say this, it does depend on where you live at too. Because 15 to 17 may not be shit in New York, Chicago, whatever. But I know in Milwaukee, if you're making $15, $17 an hour, unless you got a shit ton of kids or child support, you should be pretty straight as long as you stay in your lane. Let's talk about that, because anytime people love to talk about this money per hour shit, but one thing I notice about motherfuckers who complain about this shit is you don't know your lane.
Well, to be fair, $15, I'm just going to throw the number. 15 hours is kind of considered minimum wage now. So it's kind of proven that is minimum. But my problem was, and I'm going to cut you, was the girl who posted it seemed kind of young. Like, I don't know where everybody be stealing posts, but the girl who actually posted it, she probably looked like she was 17, 18, living with her mama. And when we was coming up, we was working minimum wage. These new kids, you can kind of slip into a job for $15, $18. So it really ain't none of young people. But again, what bills are you paying? What kids do you have? But that'd be crazy hearing young people say that, because I remember making $725, having to save up.
Well, think about it.
Getting tips and feeling like the man with just a little $300 in my pocket. Like,
when we were younger, though, bro, what do we want? We wanted some Air Force Ones. Those were like 90.
Take your girl out on a date.
Every chick, a date night was like $20, like, because you get $2 tickets for $10 back in the day. But now, almost 87% of the black people I see have on $400 shoes.
Wait, Bree, what you do the math?
$17 an hour full time, no overtime. That's $32,640. After taxes, you get 28. That ain't shit.
It ain't shit. But could you survive on that by yourself?
You getting $2,700 a month.
That's not. Look,
you definitely.
But Eric is right. But that is a good question. Can you put yourself kidless?
That's what I'm saying.
With no kids.
If you were by yourself, Breezy, and you were making $28,000 a year, you telling me you can? Like, we're not talking about could you be comfortable. The word, what she said is you can't survive. She's saying you can't survive.
So $2,700 a month after taxes, you down there getting $2,000. If you like me and you doing $0.
Well, $2,700, that's every check.
You exempt filing ass niggas. That's why you motherfucking owe.
Right. Well, they probably getting $2,400. You can live on $2,400 a month, but you're gonna be broke. You're gonna be a little broke.
You're gonna be about $2,100 a month. Your rent on average about $1,000. So now you down. You at $1,000.
There you go, Breezy. You're already outside
for
your means.
One bedroom, unless you want to live in the fucking hood.
Exactly. That's your lane.
But you're right though. But you gotta think. That's why. And I be thinking about.
But have y'all not noticed the rent here? Is it going up? Everybody.
No, it is. But you know what? I also be noticing. The older I get, there's 45-year-old niggas who have roommates their whole life. Like I like living by myself, but some people, like I realize when I lived with my girlfriend for a little while, I was like, oh, I do forget how sweet it was busting that shit down. I will pay it a little bit more. I don't have a car by choice, so that's. But I be thinking, if I had a note and all that shit, that would be way crazy.
Now you down $500.
Now you talking about a note plus insurance, plus the light bill, the utilities,
you're
phone bill.
You're fucking DoorDash.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got that.
Because my thing is,
you better DoorDash get the extra money.
My thing is, I understand how these people talking about how 15 and 17. That's not nothing to be comfortable on or settle for. I get that, but these new generations acting like they can't survive, like they're gonna die off that or something. They can't survive.
If you were 20 with a roommate or two and you making 17 an hour, that's good.
Thank you. Because let's be honest, we started off. A lot of us when we started off working, we're making way less than that, and we were surviving. Like I said, when I had my first kid, I was making $7.25 an hour. when I had my first kid. Stop. So I scoff. We can't survive off it. Shut that shit up. You're sweet. That's what it is. You're sweet. And you're trying to be outside of your lane. You need Yeezys instead of rent money. That's what's wrong with you motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers got on Yeezys and Balenciagas and then talk. Of course, $15, $17 ain't shit for you. You're trying to dress like the motherfuckers you see on the blogs and the videos.
Well, that's the social media flex, and that's when we have to go back into our old people wave and our cane to era. Like social media has fucked up reality. Everybody has to ball. I be seeing kids, your chain fake, you broke, you 30, you need. I'm like, well, you 22 and you got a face full of tattoos and you probably got some little racks, but you're retarded. Like anybody can get some racks. Like money,
especially young drug niggas, young drug perky selling niggas. But
guess what?
They stunt the most.
I have some young druggy cousins.
Some weed, you gonna be straight.
And you can, but when them kids are flash, and you're right. And depending if you don't smoke, but them young niggas that's flashing their racks, that's their re-up money. And that's their whole bank account. They got 5 racks, 6 racks. That's all their money.
Re-up with most of that shit.
No account.
They
got
really
no
only
size
got $500 to play with, if that.
You gotta pay their phone
flat. At a certain
bills.
point, I be telling my cousins like, you might as well get a welding job or community college because the little weed shit, you barely breaking even.
It's just crazy because it's just funny to me because a couple years ago, it's like I think like I'll say maybe 10 years ago, like 2012 time. I remember when making $12 to $15, you were making a little money. Yeah. Like it was hard to get a $12 to $15 hour job back then. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden that those jobs are common, now it ain't no money. I just feel like motherfuckers, whatever money people get, motherfuckers go farther outside of their means, and then it ain't no money.
The cost of living went up, though.
It went up.
It went up drastically.
But this ain't our first.
But Wisconsin still has not raised. We still $7.25. All these other states have 15.
But let's be honest.
It's really Wisconsin.
You're right, but Breezy, most of these jobs in Wisconsin, I've seen them. Most of these jobs, they're not doing minimum wage. I mean, even Chick-fil-A in Wisconsin, you're making
most
$19
jobs.
an hour.
The average pay in Wisconsin,
but the minimum wage is still $7.25. So they still
you're
got
right.
$9-hour jobs.
But most of these jobs aren't giving you a minimum wage. These especially after the pandemic, especially after
jobs that pay tips.
Thank you. The temps are doing
a lot of jobs is doing that.
And let's be honest,
they give you $2,000.
A lot of these fast food jobs, they ain't over 10.
And let's be honest, you have to be a slow motherfucker to be working in 2022. If you're working for less than $12 an hour, or somewhere, you have to be a non-resourceful motherfucker. I'll say that.
You can get 15 at Target.
No,
or 17.
Bree, what's the lowest amount per hour a man can make where you're not gonna laugh at him and you'll give him a shot?
20.
That's fair.
20.
That's fair.
That's less than 20. No
that's fair. That's fair.
But it's funny because most niggas are not making that.
I'm sorry.
Most niggas ain't making that.
But Eric, you are right. But you know not. But now it's a lot easier than ever to make that.
Right. No, and I remember it's easier. But even though it's easier,
unless you got a side job, let's say you bartending or you doing something on the side getting cash, or you DoorDash and Uber and you have a schedule.
Make more than $20 an hour on average.
Yeah.
So, but if you just doing 20, if you making like 15. Holla back at me later, big baby.
I'm definitely gonna say most people ain't make, but that's. I mean, you're not. There's definitely nothing wrong for having that preference. It's just to me, it's funny how niggas scoff on shit, but on the internet. But when I see in real life, most niggas I know, whether they want to admit it or not, are in that $15 to $20 range per hour. I don't know a lot of niggas outside of that 15 to 20 in Milwaukee. Like, so most niggas are in that range. So when people like to scoff online, but in real life, that's where most of you guys are at. So how are y'all surviving then, since that ain't no money? Then 2, another reason why people don't think nothing is no money, because everybody's playing the game on hard, because everybody wants to be by their fucking self. Everybody has a dependent in their house. You got these niggas who want these bad BBL bitches, but her OnlyFans ain't popping. So now you at Quad Graphics doing 12-hour shifts, holding everything down. Then you got these stripper ass bitches or these bitches who CNAs who getting money, but you got a jailhouse street ass nigga who's waiting to re-up and ain't quite got his pack off yet. So now you're sitting here at the nursing home changing diapers of old niggas by yourself, holding it down. So a lot of niggas are doing shit to hold. And then you got the I don't need nobody else motherfuckers. Yeah. 15 and 17 and all ain't shit if you're by yourself. If you don't have a girl or a wife or at least somebody that could be like, hey, if I don't got it, it's cool because I know she got it or he got it or them got it. Whatever you motherfuckers want to go. Shout out Uzi Vert. I know.
I mean, but if you for me, it's at least a dub, man. I'm sorry, but look, for me and what I do, like I'm not charging no less than 30 for a haircut. I can get that done in 30 minutes.
If you was a Target girl, that would be laughable. But the fact that you boss, you got to work to maintain your shit.
I mean, I hustle hard. If I could be making $15 an hour if I was moving slow. No, I work 12+hour days. I'm working efficiently to make my hourly higher and shit
Once
like that. I need to see the same energy.
It's kind of hard to look at 15, 17 an hour. Like I couldn't see myself.
And then for me as a woman, I need a provider. I need to feel like I'm secure with you. That you can provide. A male might feel differently about a female. Like, okay, I can do it with a chick who got 15 or 17, but for me as a man, as a woman looking for a man to be secure and to make me feel secure that he can take care of himself and me and my son, I need at least a double.
One thing I realized in working is people got to pay less attention to the per hour.
Once you added your son, now it's like, niggas is like,
yeah,
I'm good.
15 for one.
Shit,
5
you're
per
right,
kid.
you right though, but I heard a lot of niggas like, no.
I mean, like I need to know that you can provide. You already know what the fuck you walking into.
That's true. As long as you have front out gate, then they ain't got no reason to get mad because you keep it real.
But hold on, I'm not looking for a man to provide for my son. No, I do the providing, but you need to know what you're getting yourself into.
You gotta provide something.
And it's got to be more than 15.
Niggas can't just be around beating the cakes up. He gonna have to give a little nigga something. He is. That's how stepdaddies is.
Yeah, that is true.
You gonna have to give them niggas something.
I mean, but that all comes. That's why those conversations have to be had in the beginning of the talking. That's what the talking process is for.
And don't be making 15 and got a bunch of kids. You're done.
Oh yeah, but that's another thing. Like, these niggas, y'all check is getting garnished.
Y'all check getting garnished.
So that's why ain't nothing no money.
Some
to you.
niggas making 15 cause they check getting garnished.
Right.
So ain't making no money. Ain't making no money.